Hello everybody, welcome back to Theresthattarot. We're going to do a weekly reading for all 12 signs. But I want to say this, I don't know if this is a message for Aries or if this is a message for the collective, so I'm going to say this before we go in. But there was a song that was playing called Ambedo, A-M-B-E-D-O. And the definition on Urban Dictionary is a kind of melancholic trance in which you become completely absorbed in vivid sensual details like raindrops skittering down a window, tall trees leaning into the wind, like literally what I'm seeing right now out of my window. I'm just gonna show you. Y'all excuse my kitchen, honey. What can I say? But literally this is the vibe, y'all. This is what it looks like right now. Let's see if I can turn it around. Do y'all see that? It's depressing. It's also good napping weather. Whatever you like, right? But it's like the vibe. Maybe this is the overall vibe of the whole thing, right? What was the other definition that I saw? Ambedo or embedo, whatever, refers to a tendency to both reflect and absorb. The other one that I saw, let's see. Oh, like a gnawing or a weathering away of something. So I don't know if somebody's experiencing depression right now. I don't know if it's just something that's annoying you. Or if you're in that place where you're coming out of something, but you still feel like the debris of it. And you're just like, ugh. So it's almost like grieving. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. But that song really stuck out to me. This is like a hangman period for a lot of you. I feel like a lot of you, you now have space to maneuver in your situation. It's like something left or something's over. Now there's space to maneuver in the situation, but there's still something kind of gnawing at you because there's still a connection of absorbing and you know what I mean? Like, but on the other side of this, I see fields of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world, you know? I see Empress energy on the other side of this. So we're going to start with Aries in 3 minutes. Oh, my God. Aries, what's going on this week for you? I feel like a lot of you are so drained from something, but it's not the kind of drain where you feel, where it's like, oh, I'm going to continue to feel this for a long time. I don't feel like it's that. I don't feel like you're going to be here long. What's going on for Aries this week? Show me the beginning. It's the main thing. Advice. Well, whatever it is, you're not fighting for it anymore. Somebody may be trying to apologize to you this week, or I don't know, they may be trying to communicate. Somebody may be trying to communicate with you, but I don't feel like you're open to this. Many of you, your emotions are, yeah, this is a between you and someone, okay? There's been a major loss of hope on your side. I feel like this whole situation just stresses you out. You're not wanting to speak. The thrill is gone for Aries. But this masculine energy is like, I need you. And I want you to come home. 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands. Feeling heartbroken because things are not moving forward between the two of you. There was definitely something major that happened. It's almost like somebody's coming to a realization that maybe I should stop, or this person, or that you've stopped, and they want to reconnect with you now. There's a lot of regrets. I feel like you have experienced some battles with this person, and I think in this time that you've taken to yourself, or time that you know, your meditation, whatever you do to think about your dues, okay? This one was too heavy for you to carry. There's a lot of resentment here, okay? It's like I would only, even if I were to readdress this, I would only be coming back to a situation that I don't even know if it's that this person is a bad person. It's not that they're a bad person. It's just something fundamental that you're not receiving in this connection, that you need to receive. Like, you can't, some things you can't fool yourself with, you know what I mean? To thine own self be true. It's the only way we really achieve true happiness. So your advice: listen to your intuition, make a decision, make a move, Aries. Your advice is to decide, right? You want to go back to a situation that makes you unhappy? Or are you going to follow your intuition, let go of any control issues that you may feel, and do what you know you're supposed to do? Rest on that, sleep on that. You've seen the patterns with this person already. Or between, when your two energies come together, you've seen what it does, right? Is the shit outweighing the sugar? We're going to move on to Taurus. What's going on with Taurus this week? Let's try that one more time. Taurus. Taurus, for the beginning of the week. Main thing. Advice. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. You may have fire in your chart. Aries, Pisces energy is here, strong. Gemini as well. Somebody got cold feet. Somebody may be avoiding making a foolish decision when it comes to a fire sign. Or somebody may be hesitant and avoiding. Like, it's like there's a major hesitancy and avoidance, but then there's like, I choose to do it anyway. I choose to go back anyway. Now we got the King and the Queen of Wands. What's the King saying? This feminine energy may not be putting a whole lot into this. The masculine may think that she's resentful about something, or holding on to something from the past, but he still may be wanting to offer something to her. Like, I want to come over, or I'm single now, or maybe I've released an ex, is what the masculine energy is saying. The feminine, whew, I don't know. I've been feeling for the longest, Taurus, that you have been going through a breakup with somebody, and somebody in your life has been going through a breakup too. But I don't know if y'all breaking up with each other. Does that make sense? The song that's playing right now is called Nothing Yet. So there's an ending that's happened in the masculine's life, and they're moving on. But on this feminine side, okay, they've ended something too, but their person ain't done with them. Does that make sense? And there's this pattern that is happening, or somebody's getting unstuck. That's what this is. So maybe they're, like I said, it's like you two are living this. What's the connection between the King and the Queen of Wands? Clarity, truth, forward movement. But what's the Justice in the reverse? There were things that held you back from each other that you two had to make peace with, but I feel like both of you had to come out of either relationships that weren't right for you, jobs that weren't right for you, whatever the blockage that kept you two from coming together, because there's magician energy between the two of you. And I feel like there may be a Taurus who's realizing why something couldn't get off the ground was because there were so many unfinished chapters. And sometimes we attract that energy. Like when I'm not done with something, I'm attract the energy of somebody else who's not done with something until we all get through this. You know what I mean? Let's see. But I do feel like this is somebody that you share a lot of passion with. Let's see. It's the High Priestess in the reverse. Nothing yet is really the vibe, Taurus. Because it's almost like I can't be looking back when I go forward this time. It's gotta really be over. I gotta really get unstuck before I get to this new, whatever this new is. So it's like I wouldn't put all of my focus there right now. If there's a connection, I wouldn't, I don't know, I just wouldn't act on it yet. I think I said something about you having to go at it alone over the weekend, right? And it's time to be honest with yourself about something. I'm not clear in my head yet. I need to be still. It's a very peace, be still type of vibe. And I feel like the person that you may be dealing with may also need the same, right? Because there's some things in their heart that they haven't worked out yet, that they're still struggling with. It may be you as well. So the advice this week, Taurus, I don't think either one of you have enough to give right now. Sometimes we have to pay attention to what it is that our soul is telling us we need at the time. What is your body telling you that you need at this time? And I feel like right now you both are a bit sulky and in your feelings about, not sulky, but just like, you know, you're still going through something in your emotions that needs to be sorted out before you can move forward. So maybe get into like some meditation, some sound bowls, something. I'm hearing like soul sessions, soulful sounds if you like soul music. For me, when I'm going through something, I don't like to listen to a lot of stuff that has lyrics. You know, nothing triggering. So, Gemini, let's see what's going on with Gemini. Somebody is, somebody may be dealing with the Aries. This can have something to do with your father as well. Just overall theme of the week. Sun, some of you may be dealing with a Leo as well. Advice. Cups. There may be an Aries in your life who may be fighting for you this week. There's a blockage though. There's some pain or some kind of guarded energy here that's kind of blocking that manifestation energy that needs to come through. Your ability to make shit happen energy. So maybe there's some trust issues or some issues within your emotions that needs to be worked out. And because I feel like there's like a block up right now. Or there may be something that you're trying not to look back at. I feel like you're holding back from something that is a major chapter in your life that has come to a close. So you're kind of starting over. So I feel like this is you standing your ground at the beginning of the week, Gemini. Some of you may be turning someone down too. A lot of fire sign energy here. You're trying to move in a more stable direction. You're being honest with yourself about what it is that you need or what it is that you deserve. There may be an earth sign that desires you, but there was something that was too unstable for you to go back. It wasn't right, whatever this was. There's love here, there's a soulmate connection, but there's a need to heal and clear your mind of whatever this was. Could be a relationship. Somebody's behavior was very confusing for you. I feel like somebody was not emotionally open with you. Like something about vulnerability was lacking here, and the mental connection was off between the two of you. The overall theme of the week is I can see clearly now that this is wrong for me. You know what I mean? And I need to let this go. Hierophant in the reverse, 5 of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Wands in the reverse. Your advice is to move on. Give yourself this new chance. Drop this, allow yourself to let go of this game that somebody's been trying to play with you. This inconsistent, fickle-ass, unrequited, whatever that shit was, Gemini, that wasn't resonating with your soul, honey. Allow this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands to come into your life and renew you. You know? Don't you deserve that? Gemini, don't we deserve that? I'm a Gemini in Vedic astrology. Gemini, what is it? Rising in Venus. I'm right there with you, okay? We're going to move on to Cancer. I guess we're going to be here for a while today. Cancer. I like saying Cancer. I always feel good when I get to y'all. Let's see. I feel loved on when I get to y'all. Not that I don't feel loved on for everybody else. It's just different. Cancer. What's going on for Cancer this week? Beginning of the week. Overall theme. Nice. Well. I heard it was all a dream. Was it all a dream? Somebody wants to right a wrong with you. But you want to go. You don't know how to make this happen. You're running away from something that feels like it's like you're trying to walk down the street and somebody keep putting their foot out and tripping you up. Something about their energy that's very confusing, and you just don't want to do it no more. And I feel like you're in a very confident place to end it. You know, sometimes you got to build up the strength. How did you get here? You had to stop overthinking it. 9 of Swords in the reverse, 8 of Swords in the reverse, 10 of Swords, Strength card. Some of you may have been dealing with a Leo or Virgo Yeah. How you did it was you got alone. This person was bringing, they weren't bringing enough to the table. You know, a lot of people, you know, we all have a different definition of what is it that you're bringing to the table. Somebody may be bringing finances. Somebody may be bringing emotional availability. Somebody may be bringing, you know what I mean? But there are certain things that we both have to be bringing to the table in order to make a relationship work, you know? It's a joint effort. It's like, yeah, you can buy a car, but if you never get the oil change, the car can't do what it's supposed to do for you, and if you're not doing what you're supposed to do for the car. You know what I mean? So it's like we could have had it all with the Ten of Cups. But I can't do this. I have to move on. This may be a missed opportunity, and I feel like you're very clear on that right now. There's somebody who may be fighting for you. They're burdened. I feel like they want this. But the Empress can't cheat herself. The Empress doesn't belong with a page. And that doesn't mean that the page is a bad person or the Empress is a bad person. That just means that we're on different pages right now. You know what I mean? In a year, we could be on in a totally different place. But right now, and that's what we have to get into, y'all. Is it working for me right now, though? The overall theme is no. The Sun card is illuminating that Cancer has checked out emotionally from this. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You're not getting what you need here. So the advice is the Hierophant in the reverse. Avoid this unhappy situation that ain't right for you. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Tower in the reverse, Hierophant in the reverse. Didn't I just say avoid, avoid, avoid? Your weekend reading. You know, sometimes we need to know, did I make the right decision? Yes, you did. Queen of Pentacles. Listen to yourself. Allow yourself to get out of the fog of it all. Some of you need to get some new bedding, too. Change your sheets. Get something satin. Like, really make your home and your space comfortable. Go water your plants. You know what I mean? Like, get back into the things that make you feel comfortable, whole, satisfied, cuddled, clothed. You know what I'm talking about. Leo. I'm gonna shuffle for Leo. What's going on with Leo this week? Beginning of the week. Overall theme of the week. Advice. Alright, Leo. Some of you may be dealing with a Pisces. It's time to feel better, Leo. It's time to feel better. Be kind to your mind this week. The pain is going to be subsiding, and I feel like there's going to be like a renewal in your energy this week. Okay. You've been thinking a lot about unfinished business that you have. I feel like this has been a major disappointment that you've had to shift your focus away from, but doing so is what's right for you. Or maybe you're wanting to talk to someone again and make things right with someone. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It's almost like let me say my piece. You know, if it's gonna end, I just want to say my piece, right? And then I feel like a lot of you are wondering, would that even be a waste of time You know, is this just a missed opportunity? And do I need to find that closure within myself? I just got to get back to a happier place within myself, right? Stop overthinking it. This ain't the first time that you two have gone through this. 3 of Cups. This is a relationship. I feel like the masculine is wanting to do the right thing, is wanting commitment, but maybe holding back saying something or telling the person that, or maybe the way that they communicate that isn't loving or something, or they're not saying what they actually want to say. It's like, I love you, and on the inside I love you and I want to commit to you, I want to marry you, but on the outside I'm saying you know what I mean? It's like, what? I don't understand what's happening right now. And I feel like that's what causes the Queen to be like, is it safe to go over there? I don't know. There's a lot of hesitancy on her side. There's some cold feet, not really knowing what to do. The main theme of the week is getting out of this funk. And I feel like the way that you get out of this funk is avoiding situations that you feel like are not giving back to you. Or there could be somebody who's in this energy. It's like somebody may be avoiding you or you're avoiding them. There's a lack of communication between the two of you. There's a big lack of hope. Some of you could be dealing with Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, or Aquarius. Scorpio again. What is your better judgment telling you? Somebody here is wanting a fresh start, and they're not looking to renew something. Ooh, the song that's playing right now is called Greasy. It's like something is just slipping right out of my hands. The advice is the 8 of Cups. Sometimes we got to recognize an L for what it is. There's somebody here who may not want to be alone. But, okay, what was in the dark is going to come to the light. There it is. What this is bringing to light for you, Leo, is emotional attachments. Because attachments ain't really got nothing to do with love, does it? Because love lets go. Love ain't going to hold you, honey. Love is elevating. Love allows. Ooh, I used to have an ex. He was an Aries. And he would always say, April, let it be. Let it be, honey. Let it be. Breathe. Breathe. Relax. 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 That's the same thing I saw in this video where, like, these old people were, if I could give advice to my younger self, relax. Let it go. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes when you don't know what else to do, you just got to go help somebody else. And I feel like this is one of those chapters of your life, Leo, where this one, I don't know, it's like it had to hurt. It had to feel like this in order for you, or it had to be taken or something like that in order for someone to see where I have allowed myself to get attached in not so healthy ways to think. Attachment is not a very healthy thing. You know what I mean? Love. That's different. That's a different thing. So maybe it's about seeing the difference between the two. So we're going to move on to Virgo. Beginning of the week for Virgo. Some of you are dealing with the Aries. What was the other question I was asking? Main theme of the week and advice. well, could be a Leo, Scorpio, Aries. I'm seeing, I don't know. I'm unhappy about something. Somebody may be wanting to go back to being free. Somebody, I'm seeing it's possible breakup. Somebody is cutting out okay, so I'm seeing somebody here who may be giving up on a reconciliation, trying, not even thinking about it anymore. Something about this was disappointing. I'm seeing the feminine energy that's just trying to move forward. I feel like this masculine is not wanting things to end, but maybe they're not saying that either. But there's a massive energy of unfinished business here. And there's secret desire, but I feel like the feelings are unspoken. There's a lot of heartbreak here. It's like something that had so much potential, so much. There was so much. But it's like having a mechanic. It's like, you know, you're on the side of the road, you got a mechanic and no toolbox. I mean, one of the best mechanics you know. And you're there, and you don't have no toolbox. And like, that's the only thing that you would need to get back on the road. Because you're still like 3 miles from... You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was there. The overall theme of the week is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. It's almost like, well, I guess I'll say this before I go. There's a lot of holding back. We haven't healed from this yet. There's sadness, but it's like, okay, I give up. Fine. You know what I mean? I'm not happy about it. Maybe there's some other things I want to say about it, or, I don't know, what's this? Somebody has some ways, okay? I feel like it could be a masculine energy. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. But somebody here didn't all the way have their mind made up on something. They may have lacked initiative. They could have been lazy. They could have been non-committal. It could have been addictions, or just like messed up behavior. Mind games being played. You know what I mean? And I think somebody is taking the time to look at all of that and like, oh, this is why. You know what I mean? Ooh. King of Wands, King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Yeah, this is why. You know what I mean? Because if we're all trying to be emperors and empresses, is that how you say empresses? I don't know. If we're all trying to be that, that's all 4 kings, all 4 queens in the upright that make the emperor or the empress. If we got 3 kings in the reverse, it's time to check in and be like, okay, maybe it's me. You know what I mean? Or maybe, I don't know. But something here wasn't adding up to somebody else's standards. And I just feel like they were turned off. So, the advice, I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of damage done here. There's somebody who wants this, and there's somebody who's very hesitant. I see someone making a decision to hold on, to come back and say something. It's like, let me say this before I go. That's sad. I do see someone getting turned down this week. I see it's possibly a masculine energy getting turned down this week. It's just too much confusion involved here. And I'm seeing a queen who is having to kind of block this way, this path, for the sake of her own stability. If that makes any sense. I'm seeing there be a distant, an unnecessary distance. Something about night moves. Somebody moving around at night. Be careful. I don't know. So, Libra. What's going on with Libra this week? Something keep going back and forth. Libra, what are you going back and forth about? Like a pendulum. What you trying to weigh out? Beginning of the week for Libra. It's a lot of cards. Let's get a few less cards. Beginning of the week for Libra. Main theme. There it is. And the advice. So there's something that you've had to make a decision on. Whatever it is, it's not feeling stable for you. It's not quite over. We're still fighting through it, or there's some kind of struggle or competition for whatever it is. I don't think any of you are interested in being competition. You may be telling someone that you don't want to do this anymore. I think I'm going to go at it alone. Taurus energy. Scorpio energy. You're about to set something straight, Libra. I see you letting go of something that was very unstable. I knew Taurus energy was here. It wasn't actually on the table. But now it is. Because I kept looking like, why did I say Taurus energy? And here's the Hierophant, Magician in the reverse. Yeah. It may be a Taurus, Gemini, it could be a fixed sign, but this is something that you're not, it's like, I can't make this work. Whatever this is. I don't even think your heart is in it anymore. Your mind's not there. You just want to free yourself of whatever this is and start over. I see somebody who may be apologizing to you. This could be somebody you worked with, or somebody who had like the clothes of a husband. They had the character of a husband. They presented very well. You know what I mean? But they wasn't there emotionally. You know what I mean? It's like they had the outfit of the one you would want. But they didn't. It was something that wasn't connecting. And that's what made you feel like you were wasting your time. That's what broke your heart. That's why. That's what you were shown. Look at this, though. Because you're not feeling happy. It just looked good. Something like that. Was that the vibe? Libra, no more unrequited love is the advice. And you knew this person didn't have their mind made up. Something like that. It's like, if you're not sold on me by now, if you don't know me by now, you will never, never, never know. Is that how that song goes? Or if you don't love me by now, something like that. No more of that, Libra. Scorpio. Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio? Beginning of the week, 8 of Cups, main thing. The Hangman. Too many times. Advice. Scorpio. A lot of y'all said enough is enough. I've seen all I can see here. A lot of you are getting into, you're slowing something down. Could be a relationship, connection with someone. I don't feel like you feel the same anymore. You may be telling this person this as well. It's like when you come home. What is the night? I'm over fighting for this. There's unfinished business. The song that's playing right now is called Reunion. I feel like the unfinished business is burdensome because I don't know if you two have had time away from each other or at night or when you're just thinking, however you think. This could have came in a dream. It could have came when you was laying in the bed. I don't know, but you feeling an ill in your spirit. When it comes to whatever this is, you feel like it's not working and that you need to end it or that something really needs to change. But the Three of Cups is in the reverse. Could be dealing with fire sign. There's something very lackluster when it comes to this connection at this point, and you're not feeling happy or stable. I think you just need a fresh start. Okay. We've been feeling this a long time, Scorpio. I feel like you feel bad about it, though, you know? Like there's guilt or something. Hangman in the reverse. But maybe there's something that you've been seeing, but you haven't really communicated. I feel like a lot of you end up having a lot of alone time due to your work. I feel like a lot of you feel like if you're honest with yourself, oh my God, what is happening outside? Y'all hear that? It's like you're waiting and somebody seems really stressed or uninterested, or whatever you've been investing in. It's like, you two are vibrating differently right now. It's like you're zigzagging because you're not on the same vibration right now. So it's like the love that you're trying to give to this person, they're already predisposed to like who you are or how you react to certain things or something like that, or vice versa. You're already predisposed to how they're going to react if you open up and this and that. You know what I mean? When you get to the point where you think you know what each other's thinking and you've gotten so calloused over and stubborn that, you know, nobody's introducing love into the situation anymore. This person is just not showing you that, so you feel hesitant about even offering them anything. Whew, it's exhausting is what that is. Your advice, I feel like you've already, it feels unstable already. It feels like a missed opportunity. There's love there. There's a lot of past something feelings. You two have known each other for a long time, but there's something that's very conflicting here. And that you can see. It's like a struggle. And maybe, I see a lot of you making a decision to, and it could be abrupt, to resolve a relationship. You're realizing that somebody may be all talk and no action, or maybe they're draining you, and that some of you may be manifesting a divorce. I don't see, somebody's holding a lot of resentment towards you too, Scorpio, and something about it is just, you know, what do they call it, rancid? This is a tarnished, the relationship ain't where it need to be, Scorpio. And I see you detaching. Sagittarius. I used the whole deck on Scorpio. There was no other cards to pull. Sag. 2 more shuffles. There's a song playing called Jellyfish. Some of you can live near the ocean. Or could be going to the beach. I wish I was there right now, because this weather is gross in Germany. Some of you could be involved with someone named Angelo, or your name could be Angelo. Or Angel. Some of you are an angel. No, all of you are angels. So, Sagittarius, what's the beginning of the week looking like for you? Overall theme of the week and advice. Okay. I think you're letting go of control. Of something this week. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries. Somebody may be getting turned down this week. Some kind of missed opportunity here. Somebody wouldn't take accountability for why things became unstable. It's something you're avoiding, and because it brings too many questions for you to go back to it, whatever this is. Could have been okay. Whoever this is, you're not chasing them. I feel like it was too much. There was just no clarity with whoever this is. I feel like there's feelings for this person, but there was like a stop in your spirit when it came to this person. It's like, I don't need to pursue this anymore. I'm seeing something clearly here now with this energy. It wasn't enough. It's like, I can see clearly that you're not allowing me to see you clearly. And I ain't got time for that. You need vulnerability, and somebody was very low-key. Either they weren't open. I don't know. There's a lack of vulnerability here, and I don't think that's what you're looking for. Somebody wants to talk to you again, but I think that you don't want to talk to them again. It could have been lies, deception, cheating, I don't know, that threw this off. Cups, 3 swords. Was it somebody's lifestyle? Could it have been addictions, cheating, lies, deception? Something threw you two off, and I think that you recognize the pattern and you don't want to deal with it anymore. King of Swords in the reverse for the overall theme of the week. It's like, I just came out of a situation where, because I don't know what this is that y'all are dealing with, and I didn't know what the hell it was that I was dealing with. You know what I mean? But I knew that it didn't feel sober. You know what I mean? Because something about this doesn't feel clear-minded. It doesn't feel, so it can't provide you with what it is that you're looking for, because somebody here ain't even clocked in. So they're trying to keep you from seeing because they can't see. But I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or if it's just because they can't see. Like I've dealt with an addict before romantically, and I didn't know what it actually looked like to be with an alcoholic. Because it don't look like crack, you know what I mean? Crack is very obvious, but alcoholism to somebody who's ignorant to it, like I was, can be very covert until you realize the prison that it creates around the person who's abusing the substance. And so how can I have the capacity to show up for you if I don't even know what's going on, because I don't allow myself enough time to even be clear on what I want for me? So how the hell I'm going to know how to give you that clarity? Your advice, Sagittarius, is no. Hierophant in the reverse. Keep your distance from this. I feel like you know there's love here, but I feel like you know that you don't have no enthusiasm. Back home. Go back home, Sagittarius. Go back to what feels like home. There's something here that you know cannot provide you the stability that you need. So you can't move forward with that. So maybe that's you in the beginning, just letting go of that. I can't help this person. I can't. Whatever this is, Hierophant in the reverse is a no. Okay. Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn this week? Beginning of the week for Capricorn. I keep losing my thought, y'all. Main theme of the week. And advice. So, beginning of the week, maybe somebody may not be open to making something happen. Somebody may not be like emotionally available for something right now. Ah, it's a couple. What's the king? What's the queen? The queen is feeling burdened. The king is giving up. So she may turn down this offer. And the king is like still wishing for this. Is that this couple that's been in y'all's energy for the longest? Because I don't feel like this is you and the person. Because the magician in the reverse is the overall thing. There's a king and a queen here. The queen is like, I can't do it no more. The king wants it. Queen don't have very nice things to say, but she's going to say it from where she is. Like, maybe she's going to text it. Maybe even apologize. But I got to start something new. I got to move on. This stresses out the king very much because he wants to heal things. But maybe there's a part of himself that needs to be healed in order for him to have the capacity to show up for her the way that she needs that. So it's like, I'm just going to hop into the unknown because what's here is not working, right? So I'm seeing somebody talking to, I don't know, what is this? There's a feminine energy who's back. I feel like she's single now, and she's back. You know what I mean? It's like the worst is over. The pain is subsiding. I've resolved that. There's a victory here for her. Okay, for this feminine energy. It could be a man or a woman. Let's not get into that. Overall theme of the week is moving on. It's no longer giving to a situation that wasn't giving. Okay. Somebody's avoiding a reconciliation, toxic situation. So this is moving on from a bad situation. Whatever that bad situation was for you, Capricorn, or for whoever's connected to you, I'm not pursuing that anymore. I'm not wasting any more of my time, and the advice is to do just that. Don't put any more effort into this connection. I wouldn't communicate or nothing. If this is like a third party situation that somebody's coming out of, I don't know. Something about split second. Everything could change in a split second, or something could happen in a split second. I don't know, Capricorn, but the Lovers. Somebody's not done with something else. Or it's like, you know how you come out of Mercury retrograde and they have like that post-shadow period. I feel like somebody's in that post-shadow period. You know what I mean? There was an example I came up with for that. What did I say? Parole. That's what it was. I was meditating, and it's like when you go through a breakup, it's almost like coming out of prison. Like, because a lot of people come through and they like, you know, well, I have this guy that I like, or I have this girl that I like, and everything's cool, and I really want to work things out with them, but if things don't work out with them, what about this other person? And I remember Derek Jackson saying something, and I know a lot of people don't like him anymore, but I remember him saying something about coming out of, like, truly dating a person exclusively. And, like, I have this exclusive space that I have preserved for this type of energy, right? Now, if we look at it as energy, that's a whole nother thing right there, which is what we should be looking at it as. I have preserved this space within myself that is only for this type of high vibrational energy, right? But what he was saying was, I'm, dating somebody exclusively. I'm not trying to get to know 5 people right now and having sex with 3 of them. Because, of course, you're not going to know who you want. And we all do it. We all do it. We all do it. Don't get me wrong. No judgment here, okay? I can only tell you what I know. So, what he was saying, though, was just preserving that space. And not, like I said, a lot of us do not do this. And I feel like this is one of those situations where it's like somebody's still on parole. Because you do the crime, you do the time. So let's say the crime is meeting the person, and then you do the time, which is the relationship. Something happens, we break up, you get released from prison, and I hate to use this analogy, it's terrible. But then there's that parole period, which is the healing time, the getting over it, the, finding the lesson. What did I learn about myself in this situation before I move on and bring this karma to somebody else? It's the vibe for the week. So make sure if you're connecting with somebody that they're off of parole. And make sure you are too. Because don't you want something that's going to stick? Avoid karmic situations, Capricorn. 57, 55. Aquarius. One more shuffle. Beginning of the week. Overall theme. Advice. Okay. Aquarius, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse for the beginning of the week. Too much confusion here. Something gotta change. We're putting too much energy, or maybe we need to stop putting too. Where focus goes, energy flows. Okay, so be careful where you're putting your focus this week. If you're focusing on something that's making you sad, you need to stop doing that. Okay, it's easier said than done, better done than not. Okay, but you cannot change your situation until you change the way that you're looking at it. Something like that. Somebody may be sad, like about an offer or communication that's not being reciprocated. Somebody may be realizing that something is a missed opportunity and I need to let go of whatever this past person is. They don't seem to be focused on me. Or you may be viewing this person as selfish. Somebody may be watching the other person, waiting to come back. There's a lot of imbalance here that's happening, or somebody's losing patience. Or it's time for someone to be honest with themselves and step up and see something like maybe it's time for me to move on. Maybe this is not working. But there's a bit of an obsession here that's happening. And I feel like it's tied to some insecurities of, because it's very back and forth. It's like 1 minute, I don't know, maybe this person makes me feel like I'm not good enough, or you make this person feel that way. 1 minute I'm fighting for it, one minute I'm giving up. But it all boils down to heartbreak and separation. and possibly a lack of reciprocity or something like that. But there's a struggle here. We've been going back and forth with it too long. It's like, how can I make this happen? Are things really over with this person that I love? High Priestess says it's time to shift your focus. Once you start moving in another direction, maybe the epiphany will come to you of how burdened you actually were and how much you deserve not to feel that anymore. The overall theme is the Lovers in the reverse. Acceptance of something that's not moving forward. Recognizing a pattern. Some of you need to sleep. I feel like a lot of you feel like something is not going to go any further, and it's time for me to get over it. Steve Harvey said either you're going to die mad, get over it, or die mad, something like that. Sounds harsh, but sometimes we got to be tough on ourselves like that. It's like, I got to get up. I can't let this take me with it. You know what I'm saying? There's a reconciliation. I don't see this happening right now. There's some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. Some of you may be thinking about the relationship with this fire sign. You may be wondering if this person's alone. Ay, Dios. Something about I couldn't be the man she needed. Oh, making peace with that. It hurts. I'm sorry, Aquarius. I lost hope in my 10 of Cups, so she lost hope. Can't stop thinking about her, but it's time to move on. Something like that. Somebody's still waiting for some communication. Damn, what's the advice? You can't let this take you, Aquarius. I'm actually going to give you a message. This was kind of sad. Could be cross-watcher energy, right? Somebody said, because I did say something like, why couldn't I be the man that she needs? Something like that. This says, he who does evil is never short of an excuse. This masculine having some regrets right now. And this feminine is letting him sit in that. Okay, you can't just treat folk any old kind of way, honey. I feel like that's the vibe. Pisces. What's going on, Pisces, this week? Pisces. I'm not sure for Pisces. Beginning of the week for Pisces, 5 of Swords, honey, popped out immediately. Nobody feels like they won here. Overall theme of the week, 7 of Pentacles, awaiting advice. But you know the tea. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. You know the tea, Pisces. So, 5 of Swords for the beginning of the week. You don't trust this connection and you're walking away. You don't trust this person. I feel like somebody has left you no other choice because they keep tripping you up. They keep throwing your life off balance, your energy. Somebody has given you no other choice. It's like, I love you, but I'm going to have to... It's got to be something... I had to go. You ever been in a situation where it was like, I don't even know what's on the other side, but it got to be better than this? Yes, there was love. The love makes me want to do this, but that probably would be against my better judgment. Because if I go towards it, I'm only going to experience that feeling of, I don't even like this. And then the stress kicks in, you know. If you take this leap of faith and drop this and allow this transformation to happen, You know that's the right thing to. That's what you're being called to do, because you don't see this thing growing any more than it has. You know what I mean? Somebody here is not even open to it anymore. Or maybe they were never open. Maybe there's like emotional unavailability here. But it's like accepting the fact that this couldn't happen. It was happiness, but it was draining the hell out of you. It was like the highs were high, the lows were low. So the overall theme is waiting on a decision to be made, but nobody's stepping up. It's almost just like a give up. I'm going to just let it fall. That may be the vibe. That may be the advice, too. I feel like it ended abruptly between the two of you. And this time, whoever's feminine energy, she said, I'm not moving this time. And I feel like the masculine energy ain't moving either. But he's in the reverse. The feminine's in the upright, but she's taking her emotions out of it because you putting too much on my mind. And I don't feel like you love me the same way that I've been putting into you. The masculine, he wants to hold on to this, but he lacks initiative. And he's upset about the breakup and about the fact that you two aren't reconnecting. But he's stubborn too. He ain't trying to move. But I feel like he's reflecting on the ways that he's held back or held on to possible other shit, okay, or other people. Okay. What is this? Three of Pentacles in the reverse fell on the floor. What he been holding on to? That's why you withdrew. You were just ready for a new energy, for something, yeah, because this started to get really heavy. The more you held on to it or didn't allow it to just close out. And now that you're gone, it's like, I desire you. I see it clearly now. I should have fought for this. Something like that. Your advice, Pisces. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. Let's look at it. You don't need to hold on to this heartbreak anymore. I'm hearing this wasn't your fault. You don't feel confident about it. And you need a place where you feel emotionally safe. I feel like there was an element of stability there between you two. It could have been like on paper though. But what was lacking was what would have kept you two together if it wasn't absent. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? So it's the right thing for you to do to make this choice. You see that it's the right thing to do for you to eliminate this burden from your life. That's the advice, is stop. This is the end. Okay, Pisces. So I'm going to pull a collective message for everybody. I'll read it. So where we at? One collective message. Give me a Moonology card for the collective for the week. For the highest good of all 12 signs. Give me one message for the collective. Detoxify. Full moon in Taurus. Yeah. That is the vibe, isn't it? Detoxify. What is this? 82. I wanted to see what song was playing, and it's called Only Goodness shall follow you for the rest of your days. Let's see, 82. Detoxify. You need to detox to restore your equilibrium, collective, to your situation, right? Perhaps you've been obsessing and have fallen into a negative headspace. Whatever the case, you need to release any dramas, possessiveness, or stubbornness to free up everything. Digging your heels in won't help you at this time. Neither will allowing yourself to be mean. It could be a spiritual, emotional, or physical detox that is called for. Find a balance between what your heart wants and what is the practical next step to take. That's what Oprah said. What's the next best step? We ain't got to attack the thing at the whole thing at one time. What's the next best practical step? Your challenge now is to balance yourself emotionally. This might not be easy, but it will boost your manifesting ability far more than if you are over emotional and therefore out of alignment, right? How do you say this? Elang or Lang Lang or Lang Lang? I don't even know how to say this, but it's a essential oil. So if you have an air diffuser, if you have that type, I can't say the name. Is it Lang Lang? Somebody put in the comments the pronunciation. But put that into your oil diffuser. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, meditate, take a bath, whatever it is to calm your mind, okay? I express love, and love comes back to me. I'm going to leave you with this, collective. Oh, we got 3 messages. Message number 1, act without expectation. The early bird catches the worm. Stop hitting that snooze button. Stop procrastinating. And remember that a meal without wine is like a day without sunshine. So allow yourself that time to just pamper yourself, relax, sit down, look around. Don't miss out on life being worried about all the bullshit. It's time to detoxify. Be good to your mind. Nurture yourself this week. I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.